Hi everyone, welcome back to Taking You to the Stars Astrology. This week we're going to have a beautiful energy in the sky where Venus and Neptune are going to come together in the first degree of Aries, which is also an Aries degree, that is going to talk about some beautiful, blissful moments we can experience in the areas of our lives where we have Aries in. What I love about this energy is that it's also receiving support from Pluto in the sign of Aquarius and Mars in the sign of Leo. So profound experiences, spiritual experiences, healing, letting go of things that don't serve us anymore, connecting with people at the soul level, interacting and running into individuals that support us spiritually. A lot of us are going to increase the knowledge, be mentally provoked into conversations and things that again are going to be very healing in nature and exciting as well. Some of us are going to look more charming, be more charming, know to say the right thing so that we can connect with people at the emotional level. And then others of us are going to decide to let go of the shadow side of fears, insecurities, things that don't serve us anymore. Again, this energy is very healing and it can be very profound. Some of us are going to create moments, memories that we're going to remember for a very long time under this energy. These two planets are coming together on May 2nd. However, it can be felt 3 days before and 3 days after as well. And I think this is so needed, especially after that opposition we've had with Pluto and Mars for a long time, and Mars in the sign of Cancer for a long time. You know, it's like a reward from God and heavens that we have this beautiful energy happening in the sky during this time. So enjoy it while it lasts. Before you listen to your sign, please remember I'm a Western astrologer and I follow tropical zodiac. You can listen to your rising sign, your sun sign, and your moon sign as well. That is going to be the most relatable to you. Please make sure you follow whole sign system and not Placidus so that you can relate to this energy the most. Okay, I wish you the best of luck, everyone. Let's start with the 12 zodiac signs. Hello, air suns, moons, and risings. Welcome to Taking You to the Stars Astrology. This week, we're going to have a conjunction between Venus and Neptune at the first degree of your sign. So it's going to happen in your first house, which means that this week, the magic is going to be you. A lot of your Aries are going to come across as very charming, very beautiful, very nice to be around, very exciting to be around. A lot of people are going to be attracted to your aura, to your magnetism, to your beauty, to the way how you express love, the way how you come across, and also just the way you look, just the way you are. A lot of you might feel more excited in general, more optimistic as well, and you might be a joy to be around this week. The exact conjunction is on May 2nd, but the energy can be felt 3 days before and 3 days after. For some of you, this conjunction can indicate some sort of financial reward as well, which will reflect in your own life direction. You might have some sort of beginning there because maybe you're making more money, maybe you're going to get a promotion, maybe you are going to speak to a manager regarding a possible promotion, a possible increase in your income. So there might be discussions about the future regarding your finances. For others of you, this conjunction here in the first house can indicate that you might make some money through faraway lands, through your communication internationally, maybe people that you know that are from faraway lands, from other backgrounds, from other cultures as well. If you are in an industry that you can make money like that, you might be able to do that during this week. And if you're not doing that, then this conjunction can indicate maybe going to some vacation, some faraway land, and feeling so beautiful, so good, so optimistic as you do so. Some of you might change the way how you view the future with this vacation as well. Like it may reset something in you, in your whole life direction, in your identity, in your personality as well, because this is still in the first house, but Neptune rules your 12th house. For others of you, this conjunction in the first house can talk about some beautiful moments, romantic moments you can spend with a romantic partner, with Venus being the seventh house ruler. And it can be so beautiful and romantic and comfortable and optimistic and joyful that it will show in the way how you look, the way how you glow, in your physical body. It's very, very beautiful energy. And this is the higher vibration of the energy. However, I absolutely love the fact that it is in the trine to Mars, which is your chart ruler, and it adds more positivity to all of this. Mars in the fifth house for you is making a lot of your Aries be more playful, more joyful, more fun to be around. And some of you might be like more go-getters, more excited to enjoy life in general, but to also use your creativity, use your artistic abilities that you have, so that you can have some sort of glow in your own life, like in your whole life direction. For some of you in your physical body, and for others of you it can show, in your character, in your personality. Maybe some of you are focusing on developing yourselves with this conjunction here. And at the same time, this conjunction is also in a sextile to Pluto in the sign of Aquarius in your 11th house. So as you are having these beautiful moments, you are also keeping your eyes in your long-term dreams and goals for the future. And it can be related to anything in your life, but it can also be related to your personal finances as well. This is what I have for you, Aries, for this week. I wish you the best of luck, and I'll see you on the next video. Hello, Taurus, Suns, Moons, and Risings. Welcome to Taking You to the Stars Astrology. This week, we're going to have a beautiful conjunction between Venus and Neptune in your 12th house. The exact conjunction is going to happen on May 2nd at the first degree of Aries, but it can be felt 3 days before and 3 days after. And Venus is your chart ruler, so you're definitely going to feel this, even though it's happening in the 12th house. So for you, dear Taurus, what can this energy bring? Some of you are going to be able to go on a vacation with this conjunction that can be very magical, very beautiful, spiritually deep, spiritually healing, very rewarding, very optimistic. It can bring hope back to you if you kind of suffered a little bit with a Venus-Saturn conjunction for such a long time. So with this, with Venus and Neptune together in the 12th house, it is a very powerful placement for you, because Neptune rules the sign of Pisces, but in the 12th house, specifically for you, Taurus, it is comfortable in there in the 12th house, because that's the house it naturally rules, even though it's in Aries. And then Venus is exalted in the 12th house, even though, it in the sign of Aries, it is in the detriment, but as a placement of the house, it is exalted. So it's a powerful placement, I feel like, for you. And again, it can bring a lot of healing, a lot of magical moments, kind of hidden from the rest of the world. Maybe some of you are going to go on a retreat. Others of you might just spend some moments with your loved ones, kind of hidden from the rest of the world. Some of you might spend time with your family members, with a trine to Mars in your 4th house. Again, far away from the rest of the world and kind of hidden from the public eye. Others of you might just have some romantic moments with a hidden partner, a partner that nobody knows about. Others of you, if you are, I don't know, in a romance, maybe with a boss, with a sextile to Pluto in your 10th house, you might have some magical moments there. That's like the case for just a few of you, but it can be a scenario with the 12th house. Now, others of you might let go of something that has been hurting you in the long run. If you've had open enemies, you might kind of detach yourselves from them, especially because we had that eclipse in your 12th house as well recently in the sign of Aries. You might have some sort of new beginning, meaning that you're letting go of open enemies with Venus, the ruler of your 6th house, and some sort of healing and detachment from them. Maybe you're letting go of anger issues, of passive aggressive type of anger as well, with this energy in the sign of Aries. You're letting go and you're healing from all these things. For others of you Taurians, you might just draw closer to God, to religion. With this conjunction, become more spiritual. Maybe you're going to have a beautiful meditation experience, prayer. Some of you might do a pilgrimage, go to a temple, go to a church, to a mosque, to any of these places that uplift you spiritually, and you can have some profound experience there as well. You might feel spiritually more lightened, more optimistic as well, especially with Mars in the 4th house. This is what I have for you, Taurus. Beautiful energy. I'm so excited for you. I wish you the best of luck, and I'll see you on the next video. Hello, Gemini suns, moons, and risings. Welcome to Taking You to the Stars Astrology. This week, we're going to have a beautiful conjunction between Venus and Neptune in the sign of Aries. This is happening exactly on May 2nd at the 1st degree of Aries. However, the energy can be felt 3 days before and 3 days after. And for you, Geminis, this conjunction can talk about some sort of wish fulfilling in your 11th house. For some of you, you might make a reality something that you've been longing for a very long time. It could be related to your career. It could be related to spirituality. It could be related to your mental health. Some of you are kind of achieving something big with this conjunction. For others of you, this may just indicate a lot of optimism about the future, a lot of hopes, especially regarding, again, your career, your public status, your legacy, how you want to be known into the world. Others of you might be able to go on a trip with this conjunction, a trip that could be very healing, a place that you've been wanting to do for a long time as well, and it could very well be to faraway lands, with Venus being the ruler of your 12th house. For others of you, this conjunction can talk about meeting somebody romantically, and you can meet this individual in your social circles with a conjunction in the 11th house. This person can be very magical, very romantic, beautiful, good looking, very attractive to you. Or it could be the other way around, to you bring the kind of energy to somebody else romantically, and they're very, very drawn to you. For others of you, this conjunction can talk about achieving some sort of long-term dream and goal for the future with one of your children. If you have children, maybe they do something or you do something that it is like a sort of wish fulfilling, but again, regarding your children. Some of you Geminis might earn the spotlight by using your creative skills and artistic abilities. If you are in the if you have a business, especially, you might have some kind of spotlight. You might achieve some sort of goal, attracting the right individuals to you, maybe getting some financial rewards there. You might get the spotlight, okay, in the 11th house. That's the house where we connect with the masses and the majority of people that know us. For others of you, this conjunction can talk about taking on some risky investment, something that maybe you have been hoping to do for a while, for a long time, and now you might become more optimistic regarding it, more hopeful about this sort of risky investment. I would still exercise some caution, because this is Neptune after all. Neptune can bring a lot of hope and optimism, but sometimes it brings a little confusion as well. However, I do want to say that there's a beautiful aspect to Mars in your 3rd house, which is your thinking process. Mars there is helping you be very clear, take the right decisions, trust your gut feelings, and take action as well. And Mars is in a positive aspect to this conjunction. At the same time, you have Pluto in the 9th house, that is helping you become more powerful in your personal knowledge and in the way how you teach other people and the way how you give your knowledge to other people as well. So this conjunction is being held by these two planets that are both action taking and talk about transformation and bringing power back to you. This is what I have for you, Geminis. I really hope that this conjunction manifests in beautiful ways for you and that you get some sort of reward as well. I wish you the best of luck, and I'll see you on the next video. Hello, Cancer suns, moons, and risings. Welcome to Taking You to the Stars Astrology. This week, we're going to have a conjunction between Venus and Neptune, which are going to get together on May 2nd at the 1st degree of Aries. even though this energy is exactly on May 2nd, we might still feel it 3 days before and 3 days after. And for you, this is going to put a spotlight in your career sector. A lot of you Cancers might come across as more charming, more optimistic, a joy to be around, very healing, very nice, and with a healing aura in general in your career, like at your job, in your industry, whoever you interact with. This is the most visible part of your chart. So you might get a spotlight because of how nice you are and how healing you are and how optimistic you are as well. You know, like if picture a charming person, and that's how you're going to look like with this conjunction there. For some of you, you might achieve some sort of a reward, and you might achieve something that you've been wishing for a long time in your career with this conjunction. For others of you, you might be able to win a legal matter or to close a legal matter by kind of letting go of grudges and resentment that you may have had towards the other party, whoever is involved in this legal matter. For others of you, you might be accepted in a higher education institution with this conjunction that you've been wanting to achieve in a long time as well. Like I said, but as soon as you do, as soon as you're accepted, you're going to make it public to other people, and others are going to know as well, because these two planets are coming together in your 10th house. And Neptune rules your 9th house of higher education. Venus rules your 11th house of long-term dreams and goals. So them two coming together in the most visible house of yours, you know, you might achieve something that you've been wanting to achieve for some time here. Venus also rules the sign of Libra, which for you is the 4th house. So some of you might be dealing with a legal matter related to real estate as well, and you might have to let go of it, or you might be able to resolve that legal issue. I feel like that's the case for just a small group of you, but however, it can still be as a possibility. For others of you, you might relocate somewhere far. You might take action into doing that, especially because this conjunction is receiving a positive aspect from Mars in your 2nd house and Pluto in the 8th house. So this talks about taking financial action into maybe relocating into a faraway place, in a place that you've been wanting to go for a while now. And maybe some of you are doing it for career reasons, for job reasons. Others of you are maybe just doing it because you want to heal, you want to feel more optimistic about your life in general, or about your public status, or about how other people view you as well. Again, you're going to have these aspects from the 2nd house and the 8th house. Topics regarding your own finances or shared resources could be brought up with this conjunction in a way that some of you are maybe letting go of grudges or disagreements that maybe you've had with someone regarding shared resources and finances that you have with them, and kind of healing and letting go of a situation that is no longer serving you. And this might be true especially after we've had this long opposition between Mars and Pluto. Okay, and this is what I have for you, Cancers. I wish you the best of luck with this conjunction. Enjoy the energy while it lasts, and I'll see you on the next video. Hello, Leo suns, moons, and risings. Welcome to Taking You to the Stars Astrology. This week, we're going to have a beautiful conjunction between Venus and Neptune in your 9th house. That's a very positive house, and it's a beautiful trine to your 1st house as well. So this is happening exactly on May 2nd. However, we might feel the energy 3 days before and 3 days after. And the degree that this is happening is at the 1st degree of Aries. So if you are a Leo, or you have Leo placements at the 1st degrees, you're going to feel this positive energy the most. Now, what can this bring for you? I feel like for a lot of you Leos, you might go on an international trip that is work related. Some of you might go on an international trip that is related to investments, to making money through other people's money, to any kind of anything that you've put your money on, you know, investments, because Neptune rules your 8th house and Venus rules your 10th house. So a lot of your eyes are in your career, in money-making abilities. However, the conjunction is in the 9th house that talks about traveling somewhere else, going to faraway lands, and being on the road as well. Venus also rules your third house. So you're going to be on the road. Maybe you're going on a trip. Maybe you are, traveling for work. Like that's the biggest manifestation here. Now, if it's something that you don't really do, that's not the industry that you're in, this conjunction can simply talk about increasing your personal knowledge about your career, or your own psychological side. And, these are two different things, but for a lot of you, you might decide to kind of heal yourselves maybe from past failures regarding your career, regarding your industry, kind of forgiving yourselves and using higher knowledge, using research work, using individuals that advise you to kind of let go of insecurities regarding your career, regarding your public status and your reputation as well. You're kind of healing here and letting go of a lot of things. For others of you, this conjunction can talk about wanting to learn a foreign language because of work, because you want to make more money. And then for others of you, you might let go of shared resources that you have with someone here. Maybe something happens, and it can be especially related to a partner with a sextile to Pluto in your 7th house. So with this opposition that you've had between Mars and Pluto in your 1st house and 7th house axis, maybe a lot of you Leos have had disagreements and confrontation regarding a relationship, a marriage partner. And so some of you are going to heal with this energy that we're going to have around May 2nd. You're going to heal after having this big confrontation, or you might let go of this partner, of this contract, of this marriage partner as well for some of you. And you might really be embracing your own individuality, your own personality, your own character, setting boundaries as well with another individual. But overall, the energy is going to bring some healing, that it can be very spiritual for you. You might let go of some people, like I said, or some situations or finances. And at the same time, you might decide to take on a new journey, meaning that you're going to embrace a higher vibration, especially because this energy is trining you and Mars is in your 1st house. Sounds very profound for you, very deep. I wish you the best of luck, Leos, with this energy. Let me know down in the comments below. I'm very curious how things are going to turn out for you. And I'll see you on the next video. Hello, Virgo suns, moons, and risings. Welcome to Taking You to the Stars Astrology. This week, we're going to have a conjunction between Venus and Neptune in the sign of Aries on May 2nd exactly. However, we will probably feel this 3 days before and 3 days after. The conjunction is happening in your 8th house. And I feel like for a lot of you Virgos, you might decide to heal a lot of psychological wounds with this energy here. You might have some sort of spiritual discovery, spiritual experience that is going to be very profound and very healing. And you're going to let go of past insecurities and traumas and things that have hurt you in the past. You might detach from that and let go of it. And again, you might use spirituality here, maybe religion, or pure spiritual things. Some of you might talk to an astrologer as well with this conjunction here, maybe something that they tell you it is going to be life-changing for you in the way that it heals you spiritually. For others of you, this conjunction can talk about blending your finances with a romantic partner or with a marriage partner. Neptune sometimes blurs things. So with the conjunction of the planet of finances and Neptune being your 7th house ruler, you might dissolve boundaries here when it comes to shared resources and finances. And this does not necessarily have to be a bad thing. This can be a very good thing as well, because you might feel like you are more empowered if you do so. You might feel like you can tackle your bills, your expenses, the money that you have to spend on a daily basis. And especially with that sextile that this conjunction is making to Pluto in your 6th house, it could be that the reason for this blending of of finances could be to take care of daily responsibilities, basically. For others of you, like I said, this conjunction can be purely spiritual and very enlightening, because Mars is also in a positive aspect to this from your 12th house. So a lot of you are probably going to have this spiritual experience that is good for your mental health, and it helps you resolve past karma as well. Things that have been inherited to you spiritually, but also things that you have experienced in this lifetime. You have a strong connection between your 8th house and your 12th house, which are both karmic houses. For others of you, you might be able to study more some sort of investment that you want to be making, with Venus also being the ruler of your 9th house. You might decide to put money into something because you believe in it, you're optimistic for it. Again, be very cautious, because this is a Neptunian energy, and Mars is also in the 12th house of yours. So be cautious with financial decisions. Venus also rules your 2nd house of your personal money as well. But if you find a good investment, if you find something that could be rewarding for you, this energy with a lot of faith and belief might bring something financially to you as well. For some of you, not to everyone, okay? Depends on your personal chart. This is what I have for you, Virgos, for this energy. I really hope it turns out to be beautiful for you. I wish you the best of luck, and I'll see you on the next video. Hello, Libra suns, moons, and risings. Welcome to Taking You to the Stars Astrology. This week, we're going to have a conjunction between Venus, your chart ruler, and Neptune in your 7th house at the 1st degree of Aries. This conjunction is happening exactly on May 2nd. However, it can be felt 3 days before and 3 days after. This can talk about some romantic moments a lot of you Libras could be spending with a long-term partner or with a marriage partner. You might feel pure magic with this conjunction here. You might feel very optimistic, very healed, and you might come across as very charming, or you might spend time with somebody that is very charming. And if this marriage partner, let's say for some of you, you've been with them for 7 years, this energy can make them very loving towards you, or you towards them, in a way that is like so deep and so healing, and it can make you understand why you are with this person and why they are with you, because it can be very romantic and spiritually healing and very memorable as well. So if you don't have any plans yet for around this time, I would advise that some of you do, because this energy can be very beautiful, very memorable. Some of you might even spend time with this other individual in a way that you've been wanting to for a very long time, because you have Mars in the 11th house of your long-term dreams and goals for the future, and some of you might be finally achieving some magical moments with somebody. Maybe you go to a place that you've always wanted to go to a restaurant that you've always wanted to go to a bar, to a country club, to, I don't know, anywhere that you've been wanting to go and have fun and enjoy life and entertain yourselves and enjoy the presence of each other. You also have Pluto in your 5th house of romance, sextiling this energy. This can make things more spicy, meaning that, you two might also get even more physical and make that kind of love that goes deep into your soul and is very memorable. Very beautiful energy if you have a partner. Now, for others of you that don't have a partner, don't be jealous, okay? Because the universe and God has also thought about you. I'm just kidding. But for a lot of you, you might have some sort of one-on-one communication with someone that can be very healing to you, meaning that they touch this parts of your soul that are connected to maybe your fears, your traumas from the past, your self-sabotaging patterns, with Venus also being the ruler of your 8th house. But you have this sort of communication with this person that is very healing and makes you very optimistic. It connects you and this other individual at a soul level. For some of you, this individual can be a co-worker as well, with Neptune, the ruler of your 6th house. or it can be in the environment of your work. Like you just interact with somebody that is very good for your soul. Like they understand you at the heart level, and others of you might kind of let go also of jealousy or negative feelings that you have towards a coworker with this conjunction here. You might let go of any insecurities that you've had regarding this person or things that you didn't agree with before. Very, very nice energy here. For others of you, Libras, finally, this conjunction can also bring some sort of letting go of shared resources and finances that were associated with paying bills and paying those expenses on a daily basis. You can have some sort of dissolving here, and letting go for one reason or another, and these resources and finances can be tied to a partner, to a marriage partner, romantic partner, or a business partner if you have a business with someone as well. Okay, I wish you the best of luck, Libras, with this energy. Let me know down in the comments below how you're feeling about this, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye. Hello, Scorpio suns, moons, and risings. Welcome to Taking You to the Stars Astrology. This week, we're going to have a beautiful conjunction between Venus and Neptune, which are both going to be at the first degree of Aries in your 6th house. This conjunction is happening exactly on May 2nd. However, it can be felt 3 days before and 3 days after. This is a beautiful energy for you, Scorpios. And the reason is because you're going to have a lot of focus on your job. If you have a job, if you are in a career, if you work and get a salary, a pay, then this energy can be benefiting you. And so for some of you, you might have some sort of healing energy with a coworker here. And you might kind of strengthen the relationship that you have with a coworker. Maybe let go of grudges and misunderstandings. If this coworker was an open enemy to you before, you might kind of heal and fix this relationship that you have with this other individual. And for others of you, this healing energy can be with a boss as well, because Mars is located in your 10th house and it's in a positive aspect to this conjunction. So like I said, for a lot of you Scorpios, you might fix your relationship with your boss, with your manager, with the director, whatever kind of industry that you're in. You have some good communication that could be happening with this conjunction here. And you might feel emotionally very empowered as you do so, because Pluto is in your 4th house, also creating a sextile, a positive aspect to this conjunction. So as you feel more empowered in your work, in your job, it will reflect also in your emotional world and make you stronger in that department as well. Especially after this opposition that we've had between Mars and Pluto, between your 10th house and 4th house, which is still active during this conjunction. It might feel good and lighter for your soul to have this kind of interaction with people that you deal with on a daily basis. Now, if you don't have a job, or if you're not in a career, let's say you're retired and things like that, then this conjunction is happening in your 6th house of your physical health. So for some of you Scorpios, you might literally heal from something that you thought you couldn't. This conjunction here can be pure magic when it comes to that, like a miracle. Some of you might let go and detach from some sickness that you've had for a while, and you might feel better, physically better, spiritually better as well. Some of you, this healing could also be tied to your mental health, something psychological. Especially if you've had something going on health-wise like that, you might detach and let go of that kind of sickness as well, because Venus rules your 12th house of your mental health. For others of you, you might just feel very optimistic on your day-to-day life with this energy here. You might feel like you can tackle anything that comes your way. If before it's been a headache to, do grocery, do laundry, do all these things that you do on a daily basis, maybe you're going to put music on while you do these things, and like you're going to feel more excited. The energy is going to be lighter, more optimistic, more exciting. As you go about your day-to-day life, as you run your errands and things like that. But generally speaking, I feel like you're going to have a a better day-to-day life, but it somehow reflects like in your home environment as well, and also in your careers and your public status too, and your relationship with authority figures as well, because you have a beautiful connection to the 4th and 10th house. Okay, this is what I have for you, dear Scorpios. I wish you the best of luck, and I'll see you on the next video. Hello, Sagittarius suns, moons, and risings. Welcome to Taking You to the Stars Astrology. This week, we're going to have a beautiful conjunction between Venus and Neptune, which are meeting together at the 1st degree of Aries in your 5th house. This is happening exactly on May 2nd. However, the energy can be felt 3 days before and 3 days after. And this energy can talk about pure magic when it comes to your romantic interactions. If you are looking to date somebody, to see somebody, to get in a relationship and things like that, then this energy can just be so beautiful. Yeah, oh my goodness, it can bring the best dates, the most magical days that you're probably going to remember for a very long time. They can be very exciting, and it can also provoke your thinking process, your knowledge, your curiosity that you have about the world, about traveling, about anything that, spikes your interest. This can be a beautiful time to meet with people that change the way how you view life, change your whole perspective. And that is something that a lot of you Sagittarians are a lot into. This conjunction is getting a trine from Mars in your 9th house. That's why I'm talking about higher knowledge and travels and exciting things, and it's also receiving a sextile from Pluto in your 3rd house of your thinking process. So whoever you meet romantically during this energy, it's going to be a lot of fun, and you're probably going to enjoy it a lot. Now, for others of you, if you're not dating someone, then this conjunction can talk about having some beautiful moments with one of your children or all of your children, if you have them. That can be, again, very thought-provoking, meaning that, it can be very exciting to talk about things that you are all interested in, things that spark your interest, that spark their interest, that you can teach them, they can teach you. So you have an activation here of your knowledge and of your thinking process, but you are putting all this energy into the interaction that you may have with your children with this energy. Now, for others of you that don't have kids or are not interested in romance, then this conjunction can talk about some beautiful downloads that you may be getting regarding your creative skills and artistic abilities. And especially if you take action, okay, keep that in mind, you can bring about something so beautiful and profound that other people have never probably seen before, because this conjunction is in the 1st degree. This is the 1st degree of Aries, and it is an Aries degree. So it talks about some big new beginning here in the 5th house. So if you have creative skills, artistic abilities, if you have been working on something that you want to bring into existence, you can do it under this energy, and it's going to be profound and beautiful, transformative. It can put a lot of souls into this connection to the divine and to the universe. You can bring something into existence that has never been there before, that can lift up a lot of spirits, a lot of passion as well, with the connection to Mars and Pluto too. Beautiful energy. I hope you take advantage of this Sagittarians. Okay, let me know down in the comments below how things are going for you. I'll see you on the next video. Okay, take care. Hello, Capricorn suns, moons, and risings. Welcome to Taking You to the Stars Astrology. This week, we're going to have a conjunction between Venus and Neptune, which are both going to be at the 1st degree of Aries in your 4th house. This conjunction is happening exactly on May 2nd. However, you can probably feel it 3 days before and 3 days after as well. And this conjunction is going to talk about some deep and profound healing that a lot of you Capricorns are going to be doing with family members. A lot of you are going to be talking about personal values, insecurities that, other individuals, other family members could have been causing, or you might have caused to them. And as you express yourselves regarding these difficult emotions from the past, you're going to probably heal yourselves from it. You're going to heal some relationships, some family relationships in a very deep and profound way. And it's going to be memorable. It's going to be some sort of energy that is very spiritual, very healing. And you have the presence of God, of the universe, as you do so. This conjunction can talk about the interference of the higher vibration of the universe, or God, if you believe in God as well. Very profound memories that a lot of you Capricorns can do with family members with this conjunction here. For others of you, this conjunction can talk about maybe turning a reality, relocating somewhere that it feels like home to you, it feels healing to you, up to a place that you feel very comfortable and you feel like you can afford it financially as well. Because you have Pluto in the second house, making a positive aspect to this conjunction, and Mars in your 8th house, which are both financial houses, also communicating in a positive aspect here. So again, some of you might be relocating to a place that it feels so homey, so healing, so comfortable, and you have the financial means to do so as well, which is so nice. Now, for others of you, this conjunction could talk about some sort of healing that you yourselves are doing in your emotional world. Neptune rules your 3rd house. Venus rules your 5th house. Some of you might be doing this sort of emotional healing through your creative skills, through your creative abilities, by expressing your inner world in creative ways. And therefore, you have some sort of detachment from things that don't serve you anymore at the emotional level, and you have some sort of new beginning there that can be very optimistic, very exciting for the future as well. Venus also rules your 10th house. So for some of you, these beautiful communications that you may be having at home could be tied to some career opportunity or something that has happened at your work, at your job, if you have one, that is going to be a good news to family members when you say it. And this opportunity that you have at work, or this situation at work, could also be tied to finances. Maybe some of you are going to get a promotion. You're going to transform that 2nd house of yours. So as you say this, good news that I have like a financial opportunity at work, maybe a promotion, maybe I'm going to work towards it, and I'm very hopeful about the future and how this can impact me and the career status I'm going to be having. As you say all this nice news to your family members, whoever you live with, it's going to be, a blissful moment to them and for all of you. A very positive energy here in your 4th house. This is what I have for you, Capricorns. I wish you the best of luck with this energy. Let me know down in the comments below how things are going for you, and I will see you on the next video. Hello, Aquarius suns, moons, and risings. Welcome to Taking You to the Stars Astrology. This week, we're going to have a beautiful conjunction between Venus and Neptune, which are both going to be at the 1st degree of Aries in your 3rd house. This conjunction is happening exactly on May 2nd. However, you can feel the energy 3 days before and 3 days after. For a lot of you, Aquarius, this can talk about some beautiful connections that you may have or that you may make with neighbors, with people that are in your immediate community. You might interact in such a loving way and spiritually healing way that is going to probably be very memorable for you. For a lot of you, if you've been thinking about relocating, going to a new place, then you're probably relocating to a neighborhood, to an area that is, again, very healing to you. It may feel like home. It may feel like this is the place. This is the place where you can interact with individuals that are good for you at the mental level and also at the spiritual level and emotional level as well. That is because Venus rules your 4th house of emotions, of home environment. That's why I'm talking about relocating. And then Neptune is the ruler of your 2nd house. So for a lot of you Aquarius, if you are, like I said, moving or going to a new community, you might also be able to afford this financially as well. For others of you, this conjunction here can talk about healing yourselves at the mental level, especially if you embrace spirituality and you also go after increasing your own self-confidence. this can be very healing, meaning that a lot of you are going to embrace those higher vibrational energy and positive affirmations, and you might be more positive towards your inner self, your thinking process, your physical body as well, I would say, because we have a connection to Pluto in your first house here in a positive way. So you might be very or more loving towards yourself with this conjunction here. If you have any younger siblings, you might have some beautiful interaction with them. This conjunction can also talk about magical opportunities to travel locally or internationally that are going to be very healing for you, like I said, for your thinking process, for your mental health, but also at the emotional level. Very profound experiences. Maybe you run into individuals that are going to change your perspective, the way how you view the world, your knowledge in general, in a very profound way, and also in a spiritual way that it can be very, very memorable for you. That is because Venus also rules your 9th house of travels and higher knowledge as well. Now, lastly, if you are in the writing industry, publishing, sales, doing a lot of writing, on emails, texting, messaging, if you are in an industry that has a lot of these things, then this conjunction here can talk about coming across as more charming and attracting people that can elevate your finances. Especially if you work on commission, you might be able to get more money with this conjunction here. You may just come across as more charming, knowing how to see the right things, being more relatable, but you might do these things like from your heart, not in a fake way, but from your heart, because like I said, Venus rules your 4th house of your emotions, like of what is within you. That's what you're going to express outwardly, and in that way you're going to connect with people in a very profound way that can be very memorable to you, and also very memorable to others as well. Now I also want to say that you might also go on a little trip with a romantic partner, a long-term partner or marriage partner, if you are in one, with Mars in the 7th house, and you might go on this trip, which again can be short distance or long distance, that can be very healing, and you're doing it for the purpose to heal and to spend some romantic time with them together. Again, it's going to be so memorable and beautiful if you do so as well. This is what I have for you, Aquarius, for this aspect and this energy. I wish you the best of luck, and I'll see you on the next video. Hello, Pisces suns, moons, and risings. Welcome to Taking You to the Stars Astrology. This week we're going to have a conjunction between Venus and Neptune, your chart ruler, at the 1st degree of Aries. And this is going to happen exactly on May 2nd. However, you might feel it 3 days before and 3 days after. This is putting a spotlight in your finances, Pisces. Some of you might be using the way how you look and also how charming you are into making more money, into increasing your finances. Especially if you have a personal brand and you have a business, or you use your personal brand, quote unquote, at a job in your career, then you might really elevate your opportunities to make money, to increase your resources, to maybe get a promotion, or at least to come across as more charming, somebody that can be a very good communicator, somebody that can convince other people, that can be relatable to other people as well. And as you do these things, it's going to come across very natural, especially because Venus rules your 3rd house of your thinking process, and again, Neptune rules you. So you might be using your charming abilities, which you're very good at, Pisces, to increase your finances here. For others of you, this conjunction can talk about simply using your creative skills and artistic abilities, which you are so good at, to make more money and increase your income. For others of you, you might have a promotion. I see it again. I see it because of the connection that this conjunction is making to Mars in your 6th house of your day-to-day job, and Pluto, which is in your 12th house as well. So you have an activation of your 6th and 12th house axis, which is your day-to-day job, and the help that other people give you behind the scenes as well. So again, some of you Pisces are going to increase your income with this conjunction here. Others of you are probably going to become very optimistic with it, and you're going to decide to work towards increasing your income or making more money as well. Now, the second house is also the house of your personal values, of your own self-confidence. So for a lot of you with this conjunction here, you might have some sort of healing at the soul level. When it comes to insecurities that you've had in the past, especially those insecurities that are inherited from generations before you, with that connection to Pluto in the 12th house. And as you let go of these things that don't serve you anymore at the soul level and psychological level and mental level, you're going to feel more confident within yourself. Some of you might even listen to affirmations, say affirmations out loud with this energy here, so that you can increase the vibration of your own aura, of your own self, and you can attract better things into your life, things that are valuable, things that align with your standards, and things that beautify you emotionally and also at the psychological level. So you can have some profound experiences here, Pisces, with this energy. Again, it can be very nice for you. You can look more beautiful as well, more charming, more exciting. People will want to interact with you, communicate with you. You're going to be a joy to be around, which, you usually are, okay? But I'm saying with this energy here, with that contact of Venus with your chart ruler in the second house, it's going to be even nicer. So I really hope it turns out to be very good for you. Lastly, one more thing, some of you Pisces might also heal some sort of relationship with a coworker with this energy here, in a way that you kind of clarify your standards, the things that you believe on, or you might just connect with this coworker on the things that you both believe in that are jointly for both of you. And that way you're letting go of maybe power struggles or insecurities that this individual may have brought towards you. Okay, this is what I have for you, Pisces. I wish you the best of luck with this energy, and I'll see you in the next video.